Thank you, guys. I know it's late there in the UK. What is it, about 8 p.m. or so?
8 p.m. exactly.
8 p.m. exactly. I love the fact that we can connect across the water. So this is fantastic for me.
It's terrific. We're so glad to be talking to you.
Oh, say that. Oh, you know, this they keep on the time, so they told me to keep it moving. So I have to. I'm always gonna tell them, so I don't know why they tell me stuff, because I always put them on blast.
I'm holding an interview, so
I do. I have multiple interviews today because this is our premiere week. We went on a little vacation and then we came back, so I have multiple people lined up today. So I said thank you guys for coming in and just, you know, letting the U.S. get a taste of you guys. So I have to ask you guys, your latest single is called "The Time Is Now." Where did that come from? How did that come to be?
Yeah, sure. Well, I guess the title of the track and the whole song, the ethos of the song, came and inspired by the environment and climate change at the moment. But as 2020 has kind of evolved, it's become a call to arms for anyone that has something to say and wants to stand up and really be heard. So it's a really important song for this year and for everybody and for whatever cause people have, and we hope that it can be used as much as possible to support people's, you know, the greater good ultimately.
Yeah, I think I mean, what initially started as a harsh commentary on climate change, it's evolved into really as Amy said, an anthem for anybody demanding change. I mean, whether that's climate change, political change, social change. You know, the mantra of the song, I think, can be applied to a number of situations.
And I listened to it last night, and I said, from the very first note, I said, I love this song. And I said the same thing. I said, this is going to be an anthem. So when you said that word, I said, yep, we're on the exact same page. I got you. Yep.
We want people to jump out of their chairs when they hear it, and it is a definite call to arms.
Let me tell you something. Here in the United States, oh my God, we need that.
This is our very first media appearance in the United States, so we are so thankful.
Really?
It is indeed. So we're so thankful for the opportunity.
Awesome. You know what I did? I am so excited to have you guys on. I did not have you to introduce yourselves. My mistake. So please do that and then talk about the rest of the band before we go further.
Yeah, sure.
Of course. So I'm Amy. I'm the lead vocalist.
Brett is my name. I'm the lead guitar player. Not here with us now on camera, but a few of us are behind camera. We've got Sean, who's our drummer. Sue is our keyboard player. Rick is the bass player, and Anna is our second guitar player.
They can squash in there if they want to. It's okay.
They're not doing it.
I know some people are afraid to be on camera. Tell them it's okay. It's a piece of cake. I was terrified at first. I was like always behind the scenes, and then when they said, "We want you to be in front of the camera," I said, "You got to be kidding me."
And now look at you.
And now I never shut up, and I'm completely comfortable. So, yeah. Okay. So is this you guys? Is this your first time coming together as a 6-piece group?
As a 6-piece, yes. I mean, Amy and I, we might live in the UK now, but we're from Australia originally, and so we were in a couple of bands for years, sort of, you know, growing up, and then I moved over here first, and then Amy came shortly after, and we thought, let's get together, and then one thing that led to another, and we needed a bass player, and we happened to find one, and then, you know, we needed a drummer, and our other friend also from Australia happened to sort of come over and appear, and so yeah, we just started sort of making sounds together. What started as initially a bit of fun as a sort of cover band quickly evolved as a couple of opportunities presented themselves into you know, sort of making some original stuff, and we started down the path of making this track, and then coronavirus hit, and we all of a sudden found ourselves with a half recorded track and everybody in isolation, and we it was a very new situation obviously for everybody, and we had the challenge of finishing this track in isolation. So the sounds you're hearing when you listen to it are some of it's in the studio, but a great deal of it was actually recorded with, you know, guitars and keyboards plugged into a laptop sitting on the end of your bed. So my
vocal we constructed in the living room of our house. It's literally, you know, an IKEA bookshelf with some blankets over the top. The vocal lines were recorded in the lounge room.
Don't pick on IKEA. I love IKEA. Okay.
I love IKEA now too. And I know IKEA products very intimately now. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. you guys, the fact that you guys are a 6-piece group, it's not something that you see nowadays. So why did you decide to, present yourselves in this form?
It kind of just happened, I think. We're very lucky that, like Brett said, we all just kind of came together, all friends. Some of us are housemates, and we've just known each other for too long. And it was like, should we do this? Should we make some noises together and see if it works out? And yeah, it just at 3 and 3, 3 girls, 3 boys, it just worked out, and it works really well. So we're very lucky.
I know when I saw you guys, when I got introduced to you guys, I was like, oh my God, there are 3 guys and 3 girls. But it's a full group, and I just don't see that anymore. So that's what impressed me at first. And then when I heard your music, I was like, oh yeah, they're super talented. Okay, I was like, I gotta have them on. You guys have that. I am like such a fan of like the 80s European groups from back then. And so you guys remind me of that, and I love it. I just do.
I'm
So
so happy to hear you say that, because I am hugely inspired by the 70s and the 80s. I often get overruled when I sort of try and be a little bit too stereotypical with some of the stuff I'm doing, but I'm so happy to hear that. Because,
we are definitely inspired by the bands from that time. I mean, Bon Jovi's a big one, Led Zeppelin's another, Bowie, Aerosmith, yeah. But obviously there's new influences from today, like Arctic Monkeys, The Killers, etc.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm impressed. So is this your first album together? This is your first work together?
Yes, yeah.
As a 6-piece, yeah. And I think, as Amy said, it was, you're quite right. You don't often see sort of 6 pieces these days, but I think we
do not.
Like we all happen to be good friends, and we all just happen to play complementary instruments as well. So like there was no, fighting for who wants to be the singer or who wants to play bass. It was just like we happened to just by chance be entirely complementary, which sort of served us well.
Oh my God, I am like so impressed with you guys. You have no idea, because I was like, you guys got to tour when the pandemic is behind us. You guys have any plans to come and tour in the U.S.?
Oh, we would love to. We would love to come to the States.
We would love to. We have a bit of work to do. I mean, this is our debut single. We're working very hard. We're not doing our day jobs, to sort of follow up with the next track. We hope to release the second track within the next sort of 6 to 8 weeks, where we're in the studio right now putting it together. Touring the US is of course our dream, and we are there anytime you'll have us.
You guys have to come over here, because we need some of that love from the UK, because we don't have a lot of love right now. And we don't know let me just be frank, we don't know what the hell's gonna happen after November 3rd, so.
We're happy to bring the love.
Bring the love, because we need it. So how have you guys been doing with the coronavirus? How is it right there in London? So what's going on there? Are you guys out more, around people more?
We are a bit. It was for a couple of weeks, a couple of months actually. We were on sort of full lockdown here. So I mean, that's when the bulk of our recording for this track was done. And it was, we couldn't see each other. We were just basically housebound, and you could go out to go to the shop or do essential stuff, but basically we were kind of under house arrest. And so it's released a bit now. We're lucky we're actually a 6-piece. So the rule in the UK at the moment is you're not allowed to gather in a public place with more than 6 people. So
that is true. That is very true. Yeah.
The life is sort of slowly returning to normal, but I mean, you never know what's around the corner. So
yeah, well, I'm glad you guys can say that, but here we can't really say that right now.
Yeah.
What is normal these days, right?
Normal for us would be to get rid of Donald Trump. That's gonna be normal for us. Yeah. Yeah, he has to go. So if he does not go, I'm moving over there.
Come on.
I've already said that. My fiance is from Scotland originally, so I've already told him. I said, honey, I'm just letting you know. If Donald Trump gets back in there, I said we're going over there. So
It's ready. Time is now.
Yeah.
The time is now.
You know what I see.
What did you say? Oh, she says the same thing. So all of us here in the studio said we're going to be coming to England if Donald Trump gets in office. So you're going to have an invasion of Americans over there. Wait, let's see if you guys let us in, because right now no country wants us. So
There's no COVID test. I ain't got
So
no.
yeah. So we've had our COVID test, so we're good. We're good. We're good. So tell me. So how long you guys? How do you see you guys your future evolving in the music industry? How do you see yourself evolving?
Hopefully along the same lines. So we want to create some music that means something to people and that they can get behind. Like we're saying, we'd love to play live again when festivals open back up, and share our music with the world. I mean, that's why we're creating it, so people can listen to it and enjoy it. So that's really the plan.
I think something that we're suffering from now, and indeed a lot of young bands are suffering from it, is just we can't play live because the various pandemic restrictions that are around. Like, it's very hard to find anywhere that will actually let even a small concert happen. So I guess in the short term, we'd love to be able to actually play live again and get in front of some audiences. But I think time will dictate what that path looks like.
I love what you guys are saying. Like I said, I love your sound. So is there another song that you guys have right now that you're working on? I know this was your first debut, so you always got to follow up with more music. So are you guys currently have something else in the works right now?
We sure do. We've got a late stage demo that's where we're polishing up. We're in the studio at the moment, just finishing that up, and hopefully I don't want to set expectations, but I think end of what are we now? September, end of October, we may be able to release track number 2.
Can I get the name of the track? No.
I'm not sure we've actually decided that yet.
It's still being decided upon, but
It's
called The Other Side. That's where, there you go. Exclusive. You heard it first.
It's called The Other Side. Okay, remember it's called The Other Side. Okay, don't change the name on me, because then when I go to social media, then they'll say that's not the name of it. You don't even know the name of the song.
And I'm getting death stares from the bandmates behind the camera right now because we had not decided that.
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, that's it now. We've made the choice. I like it. This is one way to make decisions.
So it's on the record.
You did it, Al. You got it out of him. I like it.
Yay! Okay, you guys are gonna have to go with it. The rest of the bandmates, you guys gotta go with it. Here's the deal. You can't make a liar out of me. Okay.
No.
Oh my God. So after how many tracks do you guys think you'll put together to have a complete album?
Well, we're working towards an EP at the minute, so it'll probably be 4 to 5 tracks. So yeah, hopefully we'll have a couple more to share with the world this year-ish, and then hopefully after that an album, which would be great.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, we're not new to music, and we're not new sort of friends with each other. We are sort of new to deciding to be a band and putting this together. So we're sort of discovering at the moment how this sort of process unfolds with us together. So the journey towards this first track is proved very different to the second track, all coloured, all set against a backdrop of this global pandemic that no one predicted.
Okay. Yeah.
Everything. So I mean, it's we're just kind of rolling with the punches and taking things as it comes.
But now we're back in the studio. We're writing as much as we possibly can, which is really great. So hopefully there'll be much more to share.
Let me tell you, I cannot wait. I am so excited just because you guys have like this a very genuine, authentic look to yourselves. I mean, just really something that's rare in the music industry that you just don't see anymore. And I love it. I can't tell you how much I love you. If I could give you a hug, I would. I am so excited about what you guys are bringing into the industry, and it definitely needs it. It definitely needs it.
So much.
Yeah. How do you guys solve disputes when you have arguments? I just want to know real quickly, because they're wrapping me up. I got to get out of here. But I just want to know real quick because they're sitting up here like this. Okay. So how do you guys solve, with the 6 people, how do you guys solve, come to a resolution?
It's tough, but democratically.
Yeah. To the point where our bass player actually, to settle the dispute, set up like an online poll which we all voted on and anonymously compiled results. So it's gone that far.
I think that's smart. I think that's really smart, though. I do. See, here I just say what I want, and then they just, that's just what it is.
I try that, but often get overruled. So
yeah. Democracy tends to work a little bit better.
They can't stand me sometimes around here because there's like, it's no democracy. That's not true. I let them say what they